snowy drop and hook, I'm not gonna lie, it's the Illinois girl in me, but I love a snowy day. I don't mind driving in it. I'm not scared of driving in snow. I just take it slow and go really carefully and take my time doing everything and give more time to change lanes and give more following distance and don't fucking worry about it. And then never be in a rush when it's crappy weather. I just enjoy my day. I just am like, you know what? This is the situation that we're in. But I just want to give a quick shout out to my friend Dirk for teaching me properly how to do a 90, because I'm in a yard here doing this drop and hook that's pretty tight. And I've been here before, and the last time I was here, I didn't really feel confident. I like intellectually, he talked me through it. I've heard about it before, like looked at other people doing it, but he actually walked me through it step by step, and it is such a lifesaver when you're in a tighter lot. And I feel so much better and I actually know more how to like measure where to situate myself to get in the space. And it still took me a few tries. The other thing is I've been having a hard time with backing, not understanding fully. I'm gonna turn this off, sorry, that's annoying. That I really needed a new power steering pump. So when I would try to back and I would have to make a couple of attempts, the steering would be like hard to turn the steering wheel, and it also made it more difficult to accurately steer going backward. And I didn't realize how much it was making my life harder until they replaced it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so much easier to back now. So that's cool. Sometimes I guess it's good to have like a handicap that you have to work around, and then when you don't have it anymore, you're like, oh, I'm not as bad at this as I thought I was. But anyway, my previous job would not teach us how to do 90s, which is stupid, because sometimes you fucking got to do a 90 or like a modified 45 in a lot of these yards that you have to drop your trailers in. So anyway, having a good snowy morning. Yo, do you know why you need like kitty litter in your fucking truck? And why you need to anticipate winter before winter starts? Because my ass just got stuck and it was fucking annoying. Because I got stuck underneath the weight of this trailer and I had to keep moving the nose up. Now my neck is jacked because I had to crank that shit so hard to get the nose up high enough so I could get out from under the weight of it, because I'm sliding on this here snow and yeah. Word to the wise. This was a fucking annoying hassle. My friends, it is full-on winter up in here, and in this location you have to do a double drop and hook. So you gotta set your trailer down that you're dropping off that's empty, pick up a loaded trailer, move it out of the door that you need you're empty to go into. So apparently it's not that big of a facility, and that's the way they do it. So it's twice as much time. So I was just taking a second while I was waiting for the air pressure to build back up to say happy winter in full effect. It's bright. Well, I'm pretty frustrated. I'm making myself a chai while I wait. So I arrived at this shipper and I looked in the notes, my company notes from other drivers. Sorry for the shakiness. The truck is running because I am running my microwave, so it made it turn on to charge the battery. Anyway, I looked at the notes and they're all pretty negative on this particular shipper, and I was supposed to have a drop and hook, and they informed me when I checked in that it's going to be a live load and that I have to wait in line to get a spot. And basically the notes from other drivers said you're going to wait here for a long time, it's busy. They don't even have a bathroom, so you'll wait in line. There's no bathroom. However, I didn't get out and check to see if they had a bathroom or anything like that, because the instructions were to call to check in, which I did. And one thing I've learned is that the company notes reflect the fact that different people bring different attitudes to the table. So I don't always just take it for totally true when I see a bunch of negative reviews. I figure, okay, there's a good chance I'm going to wait here. There's a good chance that the people that work here are, usually I think when people give negative reviews, it's because the people that work in a place aren't friendly. And I think that I think a lot of these drivers are more sensitive than anything, to be honest with you. And they, it's that, sorry, I'm getting esoteric here, but it's that idea of like Maya Angelou, that quote where people don't remember what you said, they remember how you made them feel. And that is so true. And I think it's funny how all these like hyper masculine, like tough old trucker guys, I think a lot of times they just get their feelings hurt, and that's why they're like, fuck this place. That's my theory. because a lot of times I'll see those negative notes and a place is not as bad as they said it was. But I think I'm going to be waiting here, and I'm angry, but I'm trying to like keep my emotions at bay because there's nothing I can do. So I just have to sit here and wait. And it's like I had a 52-mile drive and it took me 2 hours, and most of that was just sitting and inching along under 5 miles an hour. And then I finally got here, and I'm supposed to have a drop-in hook, so I'm like, oh, at least I'll get a drop-in hook, you know, I'll just get in and out. No, who knows how long I'm gonna be here. It could be hours. So the bottom line is I'm not gonna make money, you know, and my company doesn't start paying attention until after I am 2 hours after I've been at a spot, which is bullshit. And even if they do pay you detention, it's gonna be like $15. So it's not gonna be a match for the mileage that you lost by sitting and not being able to drive. And it's one of those things that's just fucked up about the way trucking pays. So it's if you're going to be doing it and you're going to be a company driver, this is the kind of shit that is going to happen, and you're going to have to find a way to manage your feelings about it or get out, one of the two, you know. So I'm going to make some chai and try to stay positive about however long I'm going to be waiting to get loaded and how long it's going to take to get loaded. God damn it. So it took me forever. This is the place I had to load in, or I have to back into to load. And what you have to do is pull past that. Sorry, my finger's out of focus. Hi. You have to pull past those cars in between those different rows of cars and then back that way into a scale. That's like the first thing that you have to do. So it's a shit show up in here, y'all. It really is. Not my favorite. Don't want to come here again anytime soon. Kind of silly ass shit that's going on here. So I'm parked back this way. This guy needs to get into the dock that I'm in. That guy's doing a crazy ass fucking blind back, which I think is into a this motherfucker with his little handmade sign here. Gotta love that shit. Just pulled past everybody, like fuck everybody else. And this poor guy's trying to do a blind back by those fucking cars to get into this dock. Poor thing. I don't know why he did it this way, because that's the worst possible way to do it, especially because there's plenty of room for activities up here. And then you see those trailers back there, the one I'm pointing at? Right next to that, in between the building and that trailer, is a scale that I have to pull past this dude around over here and then back onto that scale and get out. So somehow I got to do that shit. This is an absolute shit show up in here. Apologies in advance if you get bounced, because I'm about to do a little exercise, and this trailer that my phone is sitting on my tractor is getting loaded right now. I just have to tell you what I just did. I lined up to this dock and I was sitting waiting for them to start loading me, and the lady comes out. They're super nice here. I'm kind of near Indianapolis. I'm about to head through hellish Thanksgiving traffic in Northwest Indiana and through the Chicago area, and I'm kind of fucking dreading it. But the lady comes out and she was like, can you back up like this much, because you're not on the trailer lock, dude. And I tried to back and I couldn't move, so I was like running into something, like as if that whatever that metal thing that locks onto the trailer was probably at the same height as my part of the trailer, and it was like I had to push on it a little harder. I just got a pointer from another older driver who's sitting next to me. He's like, next time, hold the brake down a little bit and slowly release, you know, press the gas slowly. I fucking hit that dock so fucking hard. I've never hit a dock that hard. I slammed into it. Everything in my fucking truck flew around. The fridge door flew open. Everything. That, I felt really bad. I was like, I probably scared the crap out of the people in there, and it's not good for my truck. Obviously, I don't want to be hitting things. Lesson learned. I think I probably made my neck angry. Sounds about right. I'll do some kettlebell stuff. I don't know if that's even advised, but let's do it anyway. What the heck? I finally made it out of that crazy shipper, and I feel like I can't fully remember what else happened that day because it's just been a long week, and today's been a really long day, and today is Black Wednesday. I'll get to that in a second. I was just gonna say, yeah, that was up there as one of the worst shippers I've been to, and I don't want to go back, and I hope I don't have to go back anytime soon. And any shipper that like keeps you for hours and doesn't even have a porta potty for drivers is like, fuck that. That is so disrespectful to us. So I object. But yeah, today's Black Wednesday, which is, I was just thinking about how when I was bartending, this is a great night to bartend in a lot of spots because it's the busiest bar day of the year. But as a driver, it makes me grateful that I shut down pretty early. It's a little before 6 p.m. Central Time. And I'm just barely south of the Wisconsin border, delivering in Wisconsin, a couple hours north of here tomorrow morning. And I started my day in southern Indiana, pretty close to Kentucky. And because of going in and out of time zones, like I accidentally gave them the wrong ETA yesterday because I was looking at what my Garmin said, and my Garmin said the ETA based on Central Time, but I forgot I was going into Eastern Time. That always throws me. So today, you know, I had to keep fixing my clock because I said, I don't know, it was weird. It was a weird day. But anyway, happy Thanksgiving. By the time you see this, it'll be past Thanksgiving, but I hope you had a good one. And I'm hoping I can finagle some kind of turkey dinner tomorrow because I'm going to be driving. Don't feel sorry for me. It's my choice. I'll be fine. But I'll be thinking of you guys who watch my channel and hoping that you're having a nice time on your Thanksgiving. And I am thankful for the people who take the time to watch these videos and who give me pointers, and all the random people I meet on the road who are helpful. There's a lot of good experiences out here. There's some not so good, but I'll just end this with my good experience that I just took a really nice hot shower with amazing water pressure. And I'm about to run inside and grab my food from Denny's. And you may know I love breakfast food. I might have mentioned it once or twice. So thanks for watching. I hope you don't end up at any shippers that suck as much as this one sucked anytime soon, or maybe ever if you're lucky. And hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. I might have said this in another clip, but I don't mind working on Thanksgiving. I actually just got done with my day. I just took a shower. It felt so good. I feel so much better. I love taking a shower. Honestly, whenever I can, which I did today, I take one at the beginning and the end of the day. I take one at the beginning to help me wake up and help me feel less stiff and help me just feel more ready to go. And it helps with circulation. I know that's a huge part of it for me. And then I take another one at the end of the day when I can, because my body has felt so crumpled up after being in a seat all day, and it makes me feel a million times better. And is it wasteful? Yes, but I do it anyway because I work really hard and I feel like I deserve it. Anyway, tangent. I had about a 13-hour day today. It is Thanksgiving. I've been working in the service industry for a long time, and I've worked holidays for so long that it doesn't really bother me. I kind of like working on holidays, and today was nice because until the end of the day when there were definitely more drunk drivers on the road, and that was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I just hung out in a slower lane and tried to drive slower. I needed to drive slower anyway because I was on 294 headed into Northwest Indiana, and that road sucks so bad. And I feel like it's worse at night, maybe because there's less traffic, so you're going at a slightly faster speed, and it's under construction constantly, and it's so bumpy that you feel like you're getting whiplash. It's just jostling you all around. I know that's a funny big word to use. I'm talking about getting the shit beat out of you while you're driving. But I wanted to tell you a funny story about what happened to me last night. So I think I filmed right before, like I said, I got Denny's, you know, for breakfast for dinner, which is one of my, breakfast anytime is a good idea as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so this is my bunk. Here's my bed. You see this right here? You wanna know what that is? So I had my food in a plastic bag sitting on this spot. First thing you don't do is put any kind of food item on your bed or anything that could leak, because you should know better, because it's much harder to, like, you're not just gonna be like, oh, let me just throw that in the laundry and like put another blanket on. If you're at your house, you can do that maybe, but not in a truck. So that was mistake number one. But I was eager. I was excited to eat. I was hungry. I was ready to put my fucking night shows on, some comedy, and laugh while I eat on my laptop. No. I had the pack, like the containers open with like a thing of syrup open on the lid of one of the containers, and like a butter thing and all this, and I'm dipping my French toast and stuff in there, bacon and sausage. I'm going to town, you know. And I finish eating and I close the thing up and I go to pick up the bag. I kind of wrap the bag around everything and pick it up. And there's a motherfucking puddle, a whole ass puddle of syrup under the bag, okay? And it's not the syrup that I had opened and was dipping into. It was like enough for 2 containers of syrup. And it was a mysterious syrup dump because I have no idea where it actually came from, because when I cleaned this whole thing up, which was a comedy of errors, because it was like I'm getting some more syrup everywhere as I'm trying to clean it up. It's like dripping onto my little rug that I have on the floor and stuff. I joke that I roll out the red carpet for myself when I go to bed. And I'm like winding down for the night. Having the little rug is like my signal to myself that it's time to relax. It's cheesy, but little things that I do to make myself feel at home in my truck. And I wanted to get a new comforter anyway. This is a real cheap one. It's like it's hard to find like a nice twin size because they're made for kids' beds. But I'm like, my whole ass truck is gray and I get a gray comforter, like really. So I'm going to replace it maybe this weekend. But I'm at my company's terminal. There's free laundry. And since it's a holiday, there's like nobody here. If they are here, they're in their trucks chilling. So hopefully by the time I get done yammering here and get back up there, there's still going to be washers and dryers open. But I'm going to grab my yoga mat out of my side box. Going to throw this bedding in because this shit soaked through the comforter, through the top sheet, and even into the fitted sheet a little bit. It was fun trying to like sleep around that after I did my best to clean it up. It was such a bitch to clean. It was literally like a puddle. Like I was able to like scoop some up into a towel. It was crazy. And I never found what container dumped. I have no fucking idea how that happened. It was a very weird situation. So that is my foible of the week. That takes the cake. Well, almost. Okay. There also was the part where I thought I was going to pull off at this pilot, and I'm telling you, the biggest trucking mistakes I have made, not big, not like hitting anything like my previous job where I jacked up my tractor that one time. Nothing major, thankfully, has happened. No. I took the scenic route through a super sketch part of Gary. There was no trucks allowed. Because what I was starting to say, and I interrupted myself, is that some of the dumbest mistakes I make while I'm driving happen when I have to pee so bad I can't think straight. That has happened more than once. Like accidentally taking the Indiana Skyway, which my company does not allow because it costs like $45 or some shit on the toll, and I did not mean to do it and took a wrong fucking exit. No. Yeah, I bypassed the entrance to this pilot in Gary. And wow, that was a real interesting scenic route that I took because it was no trucks allowed posted everywhere. And that's because trucks didn't fucking fit through there. And I ended up having to take my truck like off-roading kind of to get around certain turns. And I have cars honking at me and I'm like, I know, buddy, I'm not supposed to be here. You know I'm not supposed to be here. I know I'm not supposed to be here. That was my other foible of the week. That was yesterday. Yeah, because I came through that area yesterday. Anyway, foibles. Yeah, they happen. No harm, no foul. Nobody got hurt. Nothing got damaged. Just my pride.